Homer is a man of many, many mistakes. But we've got a bone to pick with everyone but Homer this time around with these mistakes the creators of The Simpsons made, like what they did to poor Carl.
True!
It is true, Carl. There never was a Lenny.
Number 1. Oh Mother, Where Art Thou? It's not too clear in Homer's case. In season 33, episode 9, a teenage Homer and Abe Simpson, his father, travel to Utah to look for Homer's fugitive mother, whom they find. But this completely contradicts the earlier episode Mother Simpson, where Homer didn't reconnect with his mom until he was in his late 30s, and was told all his life by his father that she was gone, even believing that the grave of Walt Whitman belonged to his mother. What the heck, Abe?
I hate you, Walt freaking Whitman!
Number 2. Everyone has trouble choosing a tie for work, but this is just silly. In Undercover Burns, after Phil Rosenthal eats the horse egg at Moe's, he asks to be taken to the hospital, and when it cuts back to Homer at the power plant, the direction of stripes on Homer's tie switch mid-shot as he turns.
Fred, buddy, you coming? I'm in.
Number 3. Lisa does talk a lot, but I still wouldn't move so far away from her just because it's a show. In Simprovized, as Homer begins his improv act at the end of the episode, Lisa is seated elbow to elbow with Dr. Nick. In the long shot view from the rear, however, she is much further from Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody!
Number 4. Homer has so much head trauma he should barely be able to walk. So this animation error is just cruel. At the circus in Bart's New Friend, as the clowns appear you can see a composition error on Homer's body. Homer's body is indexed to be as a background part for several seconds where you can see the man's head fully who is sitting in front of him. You can also see the clown's shoes walk over Homer's body before they update Homer's body correctly later in the shot. This is why you always double check before you click send. Number 5. This spoon has got to stop moving around. When Homer sits down at the breakfast table with Marge in PayPal, there is nothing in Marge's cup. In the next shot, however, a spoon suddenly appears. And after a quick cut to Homer, we return to them both and the spoon has gone again. Number 6. Missed input, that's a missed input! In the episode, The Fabulous Faker Boy, when Xenia says Boris while showing Bart the scales on the piano, she presses the A key instead of the B key. If she said apple while she pressed it, it'd make a lot more sense. But we know you keyheads out there would be bothered to see this.
Do what I do.
Number 7. Not only did Homer mess up the tapes, but the tapes messed up the audio. In The Man in the Blue Flannel Pants, when Homer realizes the tapes were wrong, and we see what Bart is watching, the woman on the DVD Bart is watching says,
"Are you sure you're Martin Scorsese?"
And her mouth is completely out of sync with her voice. So either this adult film is dubbed, or this is a mistake. You decide. Even though we already did. Number 8. This dance move is even more impressive than it first appears. In Elementary School Musical, during the song while Stephen Hawking rotates in circles dancing, his front wheels stay locked in a straight position rather than turning into the turn. That's one strong wheelchair. Number 9. The kids want their phones back so bad they broke The Simpsons continuity. In Bart Gets a Z, Miss Krabappel takes the cellular devices from the children in her class and puts them in a Laramie cigarette box. She dumps the box into a desk drawer filled with frogs. A few seconds later, there is a shot of the class from her point of view with all of their cellular devices still on their desks. Those kids are pretty wealthy to own 2 phones each. Number 10. Dirty is in the eye of the beholder. In Messy Mo, in the scene where Mo is cleaning his window from inside the bar, take notice that the size of the spot he cleans on the inside of the bar is small. But when the shot changes to the outside, with Mo and the others looking out from inside, the clean spot is much larger. Trick of the light, maybe? Number 11. Seems The Simpsons made another prediction. In the episode called That 90s Show, which now actually streams on Netflix, when Marge is watching Homer's Margarine music video, the coffee in her cup keeps changing. It's empty, it's full, it's not. Maybe she's just chugging down cups between shots? Number 12. If you've got good eyes, then you can spot this small but real mistake. In episode 1 of season 18, just as Otto is about to put in the Grand Funk tape, you can briefly see a different tape in the recorder, and in Otto's hand as he places it inside. Slow motion is not needed, but a sharp eye is. Or, you know, a video editor who works tirelessly to bring you great content like this. Number 13. This is an episode about a magic hammock, but even magic can't explain this. In season 14's Treehouse of Horror, The beers Homer puts under his hammock vanish when the hammock breaks, and Homer falls to the ground.
Oh.
Number 14. Most people lose money when they go to court, but Marge somehow lost her lipstick. In the Parent Rap, when Judge Harm is yelling at Marge and Homer in court at the end of the episode, Marge is not wearing lipstick, but it reappears when she's in the car after leaving. You could say she put it on after court, but really, do you hear yourself? Number 15. We hope you're not in class right now while we tell you this, but at least you'll learn something. In Skinner's Sense of Snow, the kids are mad for Skinner deciding not to close the school, but superintendents are the ones who decide whether or not school should be closed for snow days, not school principals. So this is on Chalmers. Number 16. Not Carl! In Bart to the Future, during the concert at Nelson's Club, when the amplifier makes a terrible sound and everyone covers their ears, you can see that old Carl sitting with Lenny is pictured as a white person. Well, the Simpsons version of white, which is yellow. Get your character designs right, show. Number 17. This wasn't there before, but who's keeping score anyway? In Lisa Gets an A, when Lisa is in Principal Skinner's office, there isn't a scoreboard control panel on his desk. Yet, when there's an overhead shot of his desk, one suddenly appears.
I'm still learning all the buttons.
Number 18. It might not be the Shark Week, but here's some shark trivia for you finheads. In Bart Carney, sharks actually cannot just reverse backwards like the one does under the glass-bottom boat while Homer and Bart tease it. The only way sharks can go backwards is either swimming around in a circle or allowing the current to carry them. Those were all our favorite mistakes we noticed in The Simpsons over many, many years. Any you noticed that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe for more animated content. And thanks for watching The Things Animated.